Summer beauty over 40 is a different game, but I have cracked the code. If you want to glow without the grease, look pulled together without piling on makeup, and feel confident even on the sweatiest days, you are in the right place. Let's get into it. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel. And I am out here sweating for you in Miami because I want to prove to you that you can look chic, you can look pulled together, you can look cool as a little cucumber, even on the hottest day. And if you're new here, hello, I am Tracy. I am a lover of all things fitness, wellness, skincare, beauty, and really how to just look as chic as possible, putting in the least amount of efforts. Okay, I've been in menopause for 2.5 years. Hot flashes are real. Now, they are not something that I suffer with, but I learned the best hack, and I'm telling you, you need to use this. So you know those little flat ice packs sometimes that they will give you when you go and get like Botox or you go to like an esthetician's office? Don't ever throw those away. Not only can you use them to like keep a snack cool or something like that, but did you know that you could tuck a little one into your sports bra or into your regular bra, especially if you're feeling like it's a super sweaty day, you know that that hot flash is coming on and you just need to stay cool. I know that there's a lot of moms in our community here, and sometimes you have to be outside, like watching your kids' sports games, or maybe your kids at the pool and you need to like stay outside and make sure that they're safe. No matter what, you just want to have some of those little ice packs on hand so you can stick it in when you need it. Now, I don't usually wear a bra that often, but here's another thing you can do is just keep it close by and put it on the back of your neck. If the back of your neck is cool, your whole body is going to cool down. So seriously invest in these little ice packs. If someone gave you one, never throw it away, and just have them on hand to keep you cool, keep you fresh, and keeping you glowing without feeling like a greasy sweat ball. So I have a new boyfriend, and he's an older man, because honestly, he's been around for thousands of years. I'm talking about Gouacha. I am completely obsessed with Gouacha, but on these hot, sweaty, humid summer days, especially if you've got one of the stainless steel ones or a stone one, mine is jade, you can put it in the freezer. It's like next level. So when you're super hot, or your face just needs a little extra depuffing, you can use your little Gouacha tool, and I'm telling you, you're getting even extra benefits, because again, you're cooling your body down, but also it's kind of like an ancient ice roller in the sense that it's cool and it's going to help take down any swelling, any puffiness, any kind of fluid retention that you might have, which sometimes happens when it's humid. You know, one thing I'll tell you, in Miami, it's so humid, like all the time here. I'll notice that when I go out for a walk, sometimes my rings will start feeling tight, and usually my rings are a little bit loose. So fluid retention is real, and that can also happen to our face. So cool off your little Gouacha, and I'm telling you, thank me later. Now, makeup in the summertime is a totally different game, because all the stuff that you were using in the wintertime probably isn't going to work for you now in the summer. And especially if you live in a very humid climate like I do in Miami, the sweat and the grease is real. So I have been obsessed with Typology for about a year now, and their tinted products are so next level. And here's the thing about Typology, it's not makeup, it's skincare. And on these hot summer days, that's exactly what you want. You don't want to be loading on heavy, cakey makeup that's going to be clogging your pores. You want Typology, that is skincare that's kind of masking as makeup. Typology is a French skincare brand that I love because they keep their formulas clean, effective, and minimal. Just the essentials, no fluff. Okay, let's talk about the tinted serum. That's what I have on my face right now, and I use this every single day. From the first time that I tried it, I was like, oh, this stuff is amazing. It's super lightweight, so it gives you just the right amount of coverage. And in my experience, it gives me just like a brightness to my skin that other products absolutely do not do. It's packed with vitamin C and squalane. That's squalane, not squalene. This is 100% vegan and aloe vera. So it hydrates, it brightens, and it just makes your skin look so alive. And I don't even use any brushes or anything with this, which is also something that I love because, you know, I'm a 50-year-old mom that runs a business, plus I have a 5.5-year-old. Mama don't have time for anything else. So I just love the effect that it gives me. And seriously, even on my busiest days, if I just put on my tinted serum and brush up my brows, I'm good. Then I go in with the Typology concealer, which has niacinamide and caffeine, which helps with any kind of puffiness that you might have around your eyes. And it can even help with your dark circles, making them improve over time. It blends beautifully and has more coverage than you'd expect for something so light. I love it underneath my eyes, and then I use a little bit around my nose too because, I don't know, 50 years old, I tend to get a little bit of redness around my nose, which I don't like. And finally, my favorite little trick is their tinted lip oils. I've talked about this like 8 million times on my channel, how dry my lips are. But one of the questions you always ask is what's on your lips? And right now I have their tinted lip oil on. I put on a little bit of a liner and then I put this over and it is perfect. It hydrates, it makes your lips look juicy, and it's so easy to use, especially in the summertime when you just want lighter makeup. You don't want thick, heavy lipstick. The ingredients are amazing. It has vitamin E, jojoba oil, and again, squalane. So it's skincare with a tint. Fun fact with the tinted lip oil, when I'm really on the go and I just want to add a little bit of color to my face because I tend to be very pale, I'll use their more red tint, just a couple little drops on my cheek and blend it in, and it gives you this perfect natural flush. But because it's a lip oil, it also gives you a little bit of highlight at the same time. Genius! All 3 of these products are vegan, cruelty-free, and made in France using natural ingredients in beautiful, recyclable packaging. Honestly, it's like the easiest way to look put together, especially when it's like 9,000 degrees out. And right now, when you shop through my link, you'll get a free full-size purifying mask with charcoal and organic nettle with any purchase over $40. The mask is amazing. It's made with green clay, pine charcoal, and nettle to help absorb excess oil, minimize shine, and gently purify your skin. It's kind of like the mask that was made for summertime, right? Oh, and it's also 99% naturally derived, and it's certified organic. So I feel so confident using it on my skin. So I'll pop the link down below in the description box, but don't delay on this, guys, because this is only good for 1 week only, starting today. Okay, let's face it, when it's summertime, none of us want to wear clothes. We want to stay as light as possible. And I found these cotton, yes, you heard me right, cotton sarongs from Amazon. I actually have 2 of these, and they are so chic, so light, and keep me cool and looking chic on the hottest summer days. But you know, I had to learn a few ways of tying them. So you don't want to tie it on the side where it gives you like that big bulk, but there's a way to do it, and I'll show you here on the screen, where you kind of flip it so that it gives you more of that sort of ruched look instead, which I absolutely love. And there's a couple great ways to wear it as a top. This just makes it easy. You know, we're going to Europe this summer and it is hot and they don't like air conditioning so much. So having a sarong, it means one less thing to pack. It's a multi-purpose item, but playing with it a little bit and knowing how to tie it in a way that's chic, that's elegant, and just makes you look put together, even though you're really kind of wearing nothing at all. So we love that. We all know that sunscreen is an absolute must, but I think especially in the summer days, I'm not talking about a beach day or a boat day or something like that. I'm talking about when you have to be like out in the wild and you have to be doing things. We want to look chic and put together. And you know it's not chic? Looking greasy. And I tend to, I don't know, it's my Italian olive oil that comes out of my skin. I tend to get a greasy little forehead. So I love the Supergoop mineral based sunscreen. It's a powder. So for me, it's more of like a setting step. And in fact, I think it's called resetting. I don't even know what it's called, but I'll leave it here for you. I've used this product for years, but in the summertime, total game changer. It's so easy to apply. I put it on anytime before I'm going for a walk, or if I just need to touch up my makeup a little bit, it takes the shine off. Plus, it's giving me sun protection, which is essential, and it's just like a double win. So I absolutely love this. This is something you want because in my experience, a lot of sunscreens just make me feel greasy. It feels like I've got makeup caked on my face or just like that layer, and I don't want that. But with this, it kind of just takes that grease layer off and I feel cooler and I look less shiny, which is something that I personally like a lot. The summertime for me, especially now at this point in my life, I like to keep things, especially from a clothing perspective, pretty minimal, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. But one thing that I don't, and I don't have it today, which, you know, the irony is not lost on me, but in the summertime, you better believe that I am usually sporting the juiciest, brightest nail color ever. Why? Because I wear so much white or beige or camel in the summertime that I want a pop of color, but I don't want that pop of color to come from like a bright red lip or even really my clothes a lot of the time, because I'm usually wearing white. So I love the look of a really orangey, juicy red color. That one is like my absolute favorite because it almost has like slight bit of neon, but it's just a great way to incorporate a little bit more color without putting on more makeup or wearing like some random color. Plus it helps you to keep, especially if you're traveling, your suitcase really minimal, less clothes, less weight, less stress, right? And also a fire engine red. I'm talking like a Ferrari. Like nail colors for me, it's like I either like this, like very nude, very simple, very like don't even look at my hands, or I want something that is like a car, like a sports car on my hands. And for me, especially as someone who's pretty pale and my hair is blonde and I like to wear a lot of white, it just gives me that little pop of color, which I absolutely love. So definitely, if you're not doing that, just a fun, easy way to add that little bit of spice to your outfit without having to do much. I'm actually having a good hair day today, so thank you to Jasmine who did my blowout today. But summer days, the humidity, the heat, you know, you feel hotter when your hair's on your neck. So now is the time to embrace an updo. It could be a ponytail, it could be a slick back bun, it could be even a top knot where you kind of take out a few tendrils and make it like a little cute, messy, almost like 90s inspired top knot. But this is going to keep you cooler, especially if you tend to be a hot girl and if you tend to get sweaty. Do yourself a favor and put the hair up. Now, here's a little bonus. Scarves right now are super trendy, and I love that they're a completely ageless trend, meaning I'm 50 years old. I don't want to look like I'm 16, but I do want to look chic and sort of the moment. So go through your drawers, because I bet you've got some cute scarves that you haven't been wearing. I have like the cutest little red one that has white polka dots. I got it on Amazon, but it looks sort of vintage to me, and I love adding it to my hair just for a little pop of pizzazz, and again, that little pop of color. So with an all white outfit, you get that little bit of red, and it gives you that sort of like French girl, you know, sort of like undone. I didn't try that hard, but you totally thought about it. Now, summertime is not the time to be carrying your heavy, big leather purses. I just think that looks so off. So summer is the time to lighten up your purses. I've talked about this for years on my channel. Do yourself a favor and grab some sort of inexpensive straw purses. You can get fantastic ones on Amazon. I'll link a couple of my favorites. Guys, I just spent $20 on the literal cutest purse ever. It's like sort of like a little bucket shape. It has these little straw flowers with like a little pearl detail in the middle. It screams summer, vacation. Like, I'm not trying so hard, but I totally thought about this look. Oh, and by the way, I got it for about $20. Now, prices do change on Amazon, but my point is, do yourself a favor, lighten up your purses. Now, suede, if you love fashion like I do, it is actually trending for summertime, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's more for those girls that live like in cooler climates. Like maybe if I lived in Maine or something, I might wear a suede bag in the summertime. But here in Miami, it's hot. I don't even want to look at suede. So straw is a girl's best friend. It's so easy to get things that are super inexpensive, and you know, it just lightens up your look but makes you look chic, easy, beachy, but you can still also go to lunch with a girlfriend or go to a nice restaurant and not look like a mess. Let's talk about summer clothing. This is a perfect example. It's easy. We want to, in the summer, embrace the basics. You don't want tons of belts, tons of fabric on you. You don't want things that feel thick and heavy. You want things that feel light, that feel easy. So definitely fabrics matter. This is like a really nice cotton blend dress, also from Amazon. All right, the color, it's light, it's easy. I tend to wear lighter colors in the summer, although sometimes I do think black looks super chic, but probably more for like a nighttime summer look. However, whites, classic, you're always going to look more put together, especially if you have like an all white outfit like we love, and you don't have to spend $1 million, especially if you're dressing tonally. Beiges, camels, those lighter tones are going to look just so beautiful. Baby pink, butter yellow. Butter yellow is having a moment right now. And I love, especially at 50 years old, like we don't need to follow trends. And in fact, I don't like that, but like kind of knowing like what colors are sort of the moment, it just helps you to sort of look at your closet with a more of a discerning eye and say like, which of these pieces have been tucked away in the back for a while that I can pull out? So your fabrics really matter. Cotton blends, linen, right? Things that are going to really keep you cool and keep it really minimal and basic. You know, that third piece that you might have worn before, like a blazer, I'm certainly not going to wear a blazer now, but one of the easiest ways to look put together and like you actually put some effort in is a vest. And I have so many vests right now. I love it because it's just the easiest way for me to look like, oh, I actually thought about my outfit, when really I just put on a vest. And dresses, come on, girls. Dresses are one and done. The dress is the outfit. You don't have to think about it. Pair of shoes, a little bag, you're done. So look through your closet. You might want to do a little pull in your closet, do an edit and go, what of these pieces really feel good, are going to keep me cool, are colors that make me feel really great, and also keep me cool, make me look chic, and just kind of put them more towards the front of your closet. Because if you're anything like me, I tend to lose things in my closet and then I'll pull it out like years later and be like, I love that item. I totally forgot that I had it. Okay, one other thing. So I'm now 50 years old, and for most of my life, I actually hated my legs. But I've decided this year, these are the best my legs are ever going to look. So wear the shorts. Wear shorts. You know, like shorts right now are just a great way, especially like a Bermuda short. You don't have to wear a short, but Bermuda shorts. I love pants. I love trousers. I also love Bermuda shorts because it's a good way to look put together. The other day I was kind of doing a closet cleanup and I took all my shorts out and I refolded them and I was like, I have some great shorts. I do not need another pair of shorts because I actually don't wear them that often. Until this year, because I'm going to wear the shorts. And you know what? I think you should too. The segue queen over here. And in addition to those shorts, embrace self-tanner. I've talked about Beauty by Earth self-tanner. It's a more natural, less toxic self-tanner. It also doesn't make you smell like a ditch when you use it, but it's a great way, in my opinion, as a girl who has very, very white legs. It ups my confidence. It kind of blurs imperfections. You know, my legs tend to get almost like a bluish tint to them because I am very, very pale. So I love it and it lasts. I put that on. So here's how I do the self-tanner. I use a mitt. I will leave it all linked down below. I put it all over my body. I don't do my face. And I just, you know, use the mitt, put it all over my body anywhere I can reach. I don't even get a friend or my husband to help me. I just do it myself. And then I go to sleep. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, a tan gorge goddess, and it just makes me feel so much more confident. Oh, and Beauty by Earth also has a fantastic face tanner. I wouldn't use the body one on my face. I think it is important when it comes to tanning to use the separate face one. I don't tan my whole face, but I'll do it like a little contour. So I'll do my cheekbones around here and I'll just do through here. So it just makes you wake up looking pretty and having more of a glow, and anything that ups our confidence, make us look a little bit more glowy, a little bit more bronzed, in my opinion, is a fantastic thing, especially in the summertime. And in the summer, sunglasses are a girl's best friend. You might be tired. You might have had a late night. You might be stressed. You might be who knows what. Get yourself a little wardrobe of sunglasses because it's such an easy way to just chicify your look. Now, I know that the 90s, very small, minimal sunglasses are trending right now. You know what I'm not going to wear? Those. Because you know why? I have a big face. And those tiny little sunglasses look ridiculous. But here's a little trick for you. I have a couple pairs of cat eye sunglasses that are a little on the smaller side. Instead of wearing them up on the bridge of my nose, I will wear them fashion girl style, which means I just kind of keep them a little bit lower. And then I can actually wear them. I look chicer, I look cooler, and it's just the easiest way to change up your look. I have a whole wardrobe of sunglasses, and you know what? Not one single pair is designer anymore. You know why? I have a little 5-year-old, and she likes to just rip my sunglasses off of my face. She always has her cute but like greasy little hands all over the lenses, and I just don't want to be precious at this point in my life having like a $400, $500, $600 pair of sunglasses. It's just not where I feel like spending my money, so I don't. You know where my favorite place to get sunglasses is? Amazon. So I'll leave my shop link down below so you can check out some of my favorite sunglasses that are super inexpensive, and it's just easy for you to change up your look. And one of my favorite ways to look chic, confident, and put together, especially when it's 9,000 degrees, is making sure that I'm packing my confidence. Because you know what? That is the best way for you to show up as the best version of yourself, is really owning who you are at any age and any stage of life. So let's get active in the comments. I love interacting with you. We're growing such an incredible community here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. It really does help to support my channel. If you haven't already, all you got to do is tap on that button, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, check out this video next. I'll see you there.